Hi, it's Celeste, your canary in the coal mine. Today I wanted to talk to you about dairy products. It turns out that worldwide, not that many adult people can truly digest dairy. It's mostly Northern Europeans that can digest dairy, and not even all of those. My genetic heritage is from Europe, and I can't digest dairy. And I'm pretty sure that my father and mother couldn't digest dairy either, because when I look at the symptoms that they had, even though they never stopped eating dairy, I think part of it was caused by dairy. So the milk industry has given us this marketing message that we need dairy products in our life. And yet there are cultures in the world that don't eat any dairy, like the Chinese. And they can be healthy anyway. So one of the questions I get when people say, well, you don't eat any dairy products, how do you get your calcium? Well, it turns out there are all kinds of plant sources of calcium, including the green leafy vegetables. And in fact, pound for pound, some of those plant sources actually have more absorbable calcium in them than dairy products do, because so many people have trouble metabolizing dairy products. You know, think about the fact that if you're getting gas and bloating and cramping, that might be a dairy allergy. People are allergic to both the sugar in the dairy product, which is called lactose, and the proteins that are in dairy products, which is called casein. And so a lot of people have allergic reactions to dairy, but they eat dairy all the time and they don't realize that their symptoms are coming from the dairy products they eat. So, sorry food industry, but in the early 1950s there was a big effort to get us to eat a lot more milk products, because that's what the Department of Agriculture was supporting, the farmers who were producing those milk products. Today, if you want to continue eating milk products, please, 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 please get organic. I don't care if it costs more money. It's worth it. The cows today are so loaded up with antibiotics to keep them healthy in small, closed, confined quarters, and growth hormone to stimulate their milk production. I forget what the numbers are, but dairy cows today produce an enormous amount of milk in comparison to a naturally raised dairy cow of 50 years ago. So you've got stimulating hormones being pumped into the dairy cows that stimulate cancer in our bodies. So you don't want, and then the cows are eating artificial feed. Instead of grazing on grass, they're being fed soy products or corn products, which are laced with pesticides and herbicides. So, all the truly bad things that can enter your body are probably coming in through dairy products and through meat and poultry products if you're not buying them organic. And I know organic costs enormously more. You can get a hamburger for $3 a pound, but if you buy it organic, it's $8 a pound. But do you want the outcome of paying less money now, but ending up with decades of your life being compromised by sickness and excessive medical expenses? Your insurance doesn't pick up the cost of everything. And really, do you want that trade-off? Do you want to say, I'm not going to pay this money to buy better food because I know that in the future the health insurance company is going to pick up the cost of my being sick? So I'd rather have diabetes or whatever and have limbs amputated and have my life compromised by decades and suffer just because I don't want to spend the money now. That doesn't make sense to me. Once I figured this out, there was a point in my life, early in my life, that I didn't understand this. And so I didn't understand that it would be worth buying the organic. But now that I do, I would never go back to the old system, because why would I want to live the last half of my life in various levels of illness just to save some dollars now. For, I'd rather not have cable TV and be able to put that money toward better food. So that's my little health tip for today is try some of the substitutes for dairy products. It won't taste exactly alike, but you might be able to substitute in things or just learn how to cook meals that don't involve so much dairy products. Get that paleo cookbook because they don't put dairy in paleo. So that's it for today, and I want you all to get well and stay well. Thanks.